What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. I've got a push-up variation here for you today that comes with 3 promises. Number 1, you're going to feel this in more of your chest than you ever have before. Number 2, you're likely going to do less reps to failure because it's a harder push-up, but we're all going to be able to do it, I promise. And number 3, you're going to get a better pump from one set of this than you are in any other push-up variation in a single set. Now, it's based off of the mechanics of pressing. Now we know that whether we're doing a bench press, we know that as the bar goes up, it doesn't go linear. It goes up and back, right? Up and then more towards our head. Well, and even if we take out a hammer press, these machines are actually built this way to have the arc push up and away from you. Okay, that's the natural arc of pressing. Well, just because we have a machine that moves and does it all for us, it doesn't mean that when our hands are fixed on the ground, like in a push-up, that we can't manipulate our body to accomplish the same thing. So this push-up does that, but it does even more than that. It's how and where you focus the press that makes all the difference. So let's get down on the ground and start showing you how to do this. First key is where you're placing your hands. I want you to take your thumbs and line them up with the bottom of your chest. Okay? That is going to be the position of them throughout the entire exercise, at least as it relates to where they are on the ground. Now with your hands there, you're going to now take your elbows and spread them out away from your body, and this is key. Now we know that in a regular press or bench press, a dumbbell press, your elbows should be away from your body, but this should only be about 30 or 40 degrees. Well, here you're just going to basically max them out as far as they'll go, because there's going to be a limit because the hands are fixed on the floor, and at that point, that's where you're going to stay for the rest of the exercise. Now, it's how you press and what you do with your body that makes the difference. As you press, the key is not going to be pushing straight into the floor. Your force is not going to think about pushing your hands down into the floor. You see me doing it here, or at least simulating it towards you guys, but that's not what we want to do. Instead, what we want to do, and it's subtle, but it makes a huge difference, is don't push your body off the floor by pushing your hands into the ground. Push your body off the floor by squeezing your biceps towards each other. And I mentioned this before the other day in a different chest video, but it applies here even more so. The lift is being caused by a squeezing of the biceps together that pinches my body off the floor, if you want to think of it that way. Don't push your body off the floor, pinch your body off the floor. Okay, now as we do that though, we want to see if we can replicate the arc of pressing. And we can do that by simply rocking our body. So now as I press up, I want to rock back on my toes and allow my body to move backwards a little bit, so that puts my hands relative to my body a little higher. As I come back down, I'm going to target, again, hitting my thumbs to my lower chest. As I push away, I rock my toes and I allow my body to slide backwards. So it's rocking. Now, it's not a rocking and lifting my ass up off the ground as far as I can because I'm going to make the exercise easier. I'm trying to just translate my body and let it slide back as much as I can, realizing that, yes, my body is lifting at that point, so there's going to be an elevation. I just don't want my ass to lead the way. So as you can see here, guys, I am now really, really working my chest. I'm working my entire chest. And we get that upper chest activation too because we're getting into essentially an incline press at the end because of the relationship of our arms to our body. But the key, as I said, is the pinching motion to get the entire chest squeezing and activating and contracting and doing the work. We let our front delts and our triceps do way too much of the work far too often. With those elbows out to the side though, they're positioned to do just that. Those biceps are now lined up right at each other as opposed to having our hands out in a traditional and the biceps really aren't at all inclined to want to move towards each other. But this way, they're going to. And yes, your triceps are working here, but you will feel it far more if you are initiating and driving that contraction with your chest. You'll feel it much more in your chest. So guys, I say it all the time because I really, really mean it. It's not the exercise. There is no magic exercise. However, it's the magic of how you perform the exercise that makes the exercise as effective as it can be. There's a reason why a lot of people have built their bodies with just calisthenics and bodyweight exercises because it is possible, but they've learned how to elicit as much as they can out of every single contraction, out of every single rep, and they've made every single one productive. You can do the same thing, and now with this push-up, I promise you're going to get more out of it. Again, you might have to leave your ego aside because, yeah, you're used to doing 50 and 60 push-ups, not necessarily on this push-up. It doesn't matter. It's what you're driving into the muscle and how your muscle is being treated that matters the most here. And we're going to treat it not so nicely, but in a good way. We're going to get more out of it. All right, guys, if you found the video helpful, leave your comments below. If you're looking for a program that really cares about how you do the exercises, I want you to get the most out of them. Pick the program that's best suited to your goals below by clicking the link below this video, and I'll do my best to coach you through every single workout. Again, let me know what you want me to cover here on this channel, though, and I'll do my best to do that for you in the days and weeks ahead. All right, guys, see you soon.